what I thought. I already knew somebody was gonna come through.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome in, y'all. It's the FreeLaSoul Podcast. Is One Down Sundays with me, Sarah B. And he's a legend. I mean, if you don't know who he is, then you just out the blue. You out the box. Where you been? Mr. Aggravated Foe, also known as J.D. Jimerson. What's up, my boy?
Feeling like a villain.
Chilling
What's
like
up
a
with
villain.
you? What's up with
Hey,
you?
listen, we finally got here. What's up?
Finally got here. I like it. Hey, we right here in the hood. Y'all know that background.
Yeah, down
They
here
come
at the
from
lake,
Texas.
you know what I'm saying? What better place to be than our own hometown, home city,
Where
home
your water
state,
at?
home state. Wow, water is so good.
Make sure I get you. Make sure I get
It's
you
so
right.
good.
You can't be passing out up.
It's actually not that hot right now. It feels pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Sunday today.
Yes, indeed, baby.
You know, he always got the ice towels.
That dang right. You ain't playing.
He done brought some watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
Got us some watermelon.
We ain't coming to play with them.
And I always need that water.
That dang right. You know what I'm doing.
Yeah, Lord. So what's been up, my boy? What you got going on?
Oh, same old same.
Same
You know.
old, same old.
Yeah, nigga got laid off about April Fool's Eve.
April Fool's Eve.
So ever since then, I just ain't had nothing on my schedule. Just make sure I enjoy this time in between jobs to just really make up my mind for where I'm really be getting my money from.
Right.
Yeah.
But you a hustler, you know. We always talk about you and talk about how, motivating, especially to me, that you are, because, who would have known you was laid off until you said that, you know
That's
what I'm
crazy,
saying?
right?
Because
You
you've
ain't
been
lying.
moving around, you still been blessed, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got you a whole new car and all that kind of stuff like that. Nobody
Right.
would even know.
Wouldn't even know. I wouldn't have knew looking at me outside of me.
Right.
It's blessings though.
Right. So what keeps you moving like that? Like, I mean, despite of all your downfalls and stuff like that and the trials and tribulations that you go through, like what keeps you moving like that?
Kind of like we came from that, in the beginning. Most of my life I ain't had a car. Most of my life I ain't have no. The last job I had was the best paying job I had. Right before that was a car wash. So you can imagine what that was. So when you getting some money like almost regular people money, the way you can go on vacations and trips and eat out and all that other stuff, it's like it don't take me too much to please me since one thing I ain't got no kids, and it's just me by myself and the cheapest rent that I can get. That's why I ain't moved yet. Yeah.
And I think that's a big part of being able to be covered and blessed like that is having that humility and understanding.
That's right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really ask for much. I don't really need much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay and content with whatever is given to me. So that's a great quality to have.
Making money by saving it.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
I ask like real good hard questions to myself before I be going on trips and making decisions like what could happen in the middle of that might mess off. Like say you want, hey, we going to the Caribbean or something. I know to be like, okay, I need to make sure I got what I need so I ain't messing up y'all fun. Cause like a lot of the family be going on cruises and stuff, and they be like, JD, man, you know you can go. But I'm like, shoot, this rent right here hitting. I take off and I go to the cruise, I ain't gonna be making no money, then I'm gonna be borrowing from y'all. Either way, it's a blessing to be able to have them opportunities now.
Right.
And then another good thing, they laid me off 4 months before I got laid off. Ain't that weird?
That is weird.
But I was the happiest one when they told me. Everybody was kind of sad when they got laid off, but then when they told me 4 months before, I was like, they give me a lot of time to take advantage of all the backhanded stuff that my job was doing to me. And that's like every job, really. When it got to be some bullshit in the job. It got to be like that's why I was never a manager, because it be certain stuff that they can't tell you. So I'm a people person. I was there for longevity. So if I would have been the manager, I'd have been telling everything. Hey, look, say they gonna let your ass go.
Right.
So what I'm saying, here go some matches and some gasoline.
Right.
But let a nigga know before you burn this bitch down, because I gotta go.
Right.
But I use that to my advantage though, because shoot, I'll come in at midnight and work until 7 o'clock in the evening and just still spend the same amount of money that I was spending because I knew it was gonna rain after I left. I just keep the mentality that there ain't no more money coming to try to keep me. Now all them plane trips and vacations and driving all everywhere, it's always like it was always some kind of hookup in there. Shout out to Kim Folk Shauna. She's had me on an airplane. I flew all the way to LA for under $500 with a rental car, a hotel, and a round trip flight. So it's possible, y'all. Even at the last minute, I really want to learn about that. Shout out Shauna Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
That is a good deal. With well, what really inspired you to start doing, like, you do movies?
Yeah.
Like he's done movies and produced things like that. So, and you did it like at a young age. So
wow.
How old were you when you started? Like, what was your
first movie?
Yeah.
The Killer was the first movie we actually did. Ever since I was a child, my mama, she bought me a camera. And in living color, just and plus I was in special ed because I was damn near about the class clown. I was real good in drama class. And a lot of people liked me, and that was like my thing, especially when I was in Austin. So all my life I've been keeping the camera with me. Hey, can y'all hold it down a little bit? Huh? Hey, y'all want to come on the camera and talk.
I mean, cause what y'all been chilling all this time. I ain't saying a word. Y'all see them like that?
It's a throat goat. They need some water. That's what it is. They probably thirsty.
But anyway.
I mean, what was I talking about? For they got the
That is too funny. We was talking about you getting started. You said your mama bought you a camera.
Oh yeah.
Especially
yeah. Oh yeah. Shout out to Yvonne Jefferson Duncans. You know what I'm saying? That's my mama.
Hey,
she
mama.
real supportive. Bought me my keyboard. Bought me my karaoke machine. And she was always encouraging to whatever it was I was doing.
That's great.
Cause my sister, she like 9 years older than me, so I look at her like an auntie. She could whoop my ass if she wanted to at that age. Give me that look to get me straight. Shout out to you, sis, Jarella. But just my whole life, I just been nigga rigging, as we say, with them video cameras. And then, once you get the nigga rigging and time go by, and you looking at the little old tapes, you're like, oh, you start sharpening up your craft without even knowing it. So by the time I came to Fort Worth, I was born in Austin, but in and out of Como my whole life. But then when I got to 7th grade, I moved to Plano, which is on the other side of Dallas. So they gave me time to just be a new, like, you seen that movie Idlewild? Remember that chick, she went to a whole nother place and she could be a totally different person? I had the chance to actually do that when I was in Austin because I was trying to play football for a little while, trying to play basketball for a little while, but I found out quickly that ain't my lane. I was about 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th string. I forgot the position it was, but free safety. Right. And I played just a little bit because they knew I'd be getting beat up in practice most of the time. You got a whole little thing and they run up and hit you. I fly like yards back. Everybody would get to laughing, but I was more like a mascot.
Right.
So they understood, and they didn't get on me too bad when I messed up. They like, oh, I see you at that, JD. So when I moved from Austin to Plano, that's when I was like, you know what? I don't want to waste my time trying to play football. I can't dominate in it. I don't want to waste my time playing basketball. I really can't dominate in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real considerate person. Say if you was on the team, it's like you be like, hey, we just got your ass here just because you cool, but you really ain't no force to be reckoned with on the team. Right. But yeah, when it came down to like writing music and rapping and making up skits and kind of remembering lines, I could do that. So when I moved to Plano, I got to meet new people, knew everything for the very first time, and got to just introduce myself. Oh yeah, I'm JD. I want to be a rapper. I want to be an actor. I got that inspiration from my 1st grade teacher because she was like, JD, what do you want to be when you grow up? But really asked the whole class, and I just couldn't wait for somebody to ask me that at that time. And I was like, I want to be Eddie Murphy, and I wanted to be Eddie Murphy, and I also wanted to be Michael Jackson because it's the entertainment field. And I could kind of see somebody that looked like me on TV, and people, it was a great time, a great everybody, it uplifted people. And it amazed me, Michael Jackson, how he had people passing out all over the stage, just I was like, that was amazing. While a whole lot of different stuff was going on in the world. So she told me, when the teacher asks you what you want, their job to go look in and see what you're talking about and let you know how much they get paid, what type of stuff they got to deal with. So as a first grader, I didn't know nothing about a manager. I didn't know nothing about people making beats and all that. It was just you get to really enjoy that stuff and you don't know about it by how people present themselves, how they display it. So I always wondered how E40 beats sounded different all the time. How Johnny Taylor had a certain sound, how Michael Jackson had a certain sound, and I would just think that was them. I didn't know, but she showed me that list, and she showed me an artist, and she showed me a comedian. But what I very first, the most important thing she showed me was how much they get paid and how much the people around them get paid. And that's when I found out that I got to wear a whole lot of hats. I found that out. I'm like, wait a minute, because to me, she wasn't actually talking about Michael Jackson and Eddie Murphy because, of course, she probably really didn't know they did. She got a whole classroom full of people that want to be firemen and all type policemen and there's all type of stuff, principals, gymnastics, basketball players, athletes. So, just I understand. She came to me. She said, "Okay, this is an artist, and this is a actor." And she showed me how much they make. But then what was good about it, she showed me everything around it. Like, oh, the producer usually get this much. The CEO get this much and all this stuff. So all these are brand new things in my head. And the whole time I'm looking at her, it's like, hey, you telling me Michael Jackson got a producer or something? They're making more money than him? Just in my mind. I didn't ask her that, but that was in my mind. And I held on to it real hard to where I really wanted to be there. Cause I was just looking at all the other stuff and finding out what it was, even though I didn't know what it was. But I knew back then that pushed me to the underground already without even knowing what the underground was. I was like, I've been having that camera my mama gave me and doing shit for a while to where I am a producer. I am that at a young age, you know what I'm saying? And then that way I can see a whole lot of BS coming as a I'm 43 now. How old are you in the first grade? Just you can just get I don't know shit.
I was like 7, 8.
Yeah, so just so for her to tell me that, shout out to Miss Garcia, Houston Elementary, Austin, Texas, Dove Springs 27 bus route, which is the same bus route that Como, Texas had for years. I think they just switched it. Yeah, but either way, when I found out that, my mind was on entertaining, meeting people, and just learning and watching stuff. So as the time got all the Christmases came, I wanted something that had to do with. I got karaoke machines about 3-4 Christmases in a row. I might be leaving now some, but every time I would come to Como, I start recording like Casper G. He really got me to rapping because he could really memorize lyrics. He got a real good memory and he catches on really fast.
And his wordplay and stuff is good as well. Like
excellent.
Like he's very intelligent with how he puts out his intellect. So yeah.
Yeah.
I can see how that might have been inspiring because he's inspired me too.
And he's like one of the cousins that used to always come to Austin, actually come out there and holler at us. So he'll come to Austin and that's just my homeboy. It's just me and him. Right. He's my cousin, but he always around. But that's one of the cousins that I would always wanted to be because he was always out there. Shout out to Bucket too. Bucket, hey Bucket, you remember you used to come down to Austin, you used to damn near be crying trying to come back. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. I think you had a little girlfriend out here or something. You know what I'm saying? But hey.
He be acting like crybaby.
Shoot, hey, he probably wasn't crying. He probably really thinking about something that he had going on out here. So like, man, I better not leave. But yeah, I remember shoot, they used to come down there for Thanksgiving and all that. We got a big family. My great grandmama had about 10, 11 kids. Yeah, my grandmama had 10 kids. So you could imagine.
Yeah, expanded. That's a
Yeah,
blessing, really.
it
You know what I'm saying?
is.
And y'all are a close knit family, which is a bigger blessing because most times families don't really, the smallest families I know, don't even get along like that. So it's all good. What's up, Will?
Man, I didn't want to disturb y'all.
Man, y'all good, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Sundays with Sarah with the hood horticultures in there too.
What's happening, everybody?
Yeah, man. You want any plants? You want grapes? You want to come support the Como Community Garden? Hey, Sandra Stanley, you already know.
Yeah, they got some grapes that are on the vine. They're really good. They probably be the best grapes you'll ever taste in your life. So
It's
go
some
down
water
there.
right there too, brother.
Y'all
You
get
need
ready.
some.
Go down there and pick them because they're ready to be picked. So
And there's a lot of info down there
it
too.
is off of Prevost. But yeah. So like I said, that type of stuff with you did have a lot of, like I said, support stuff dealing with your mama and dealing with the
Before I
family.
knew it, before I really knew it.
Right, and
Even the tough love was support.
right, exactly. Is there anything that you wish maybe you would have known sooner that you learned now?
Yeah. If I would have knew, if I would have knew not to chase somebody else to get under they, like if I knew not to do it the way the teachers do it, go get the record deal. If I'd have knew that even more than I already knew it a little bit, oh my goodness, it's like I think I would have had a project already out in school time because I think I was more on. It was too close to graduation time by the time I actually came out with my CD, and that's when I had it made up in my mind. Like, you know what? They're gonna be calling my shit a demo, but it's really my first album. You know. Then later on, they're gonna call it a mixtape. And then now today, it's like I worked in the music store for years, and they shut down. This is years later to where these new youngsters, they don't know nothing about a music store. It don't even make sense. And I get that to where it's like on the cool. If you as wet behind the ears as me, you'll be kind of stuck on a level to where you got to sell your shit to people that's gonna support you, or you just gotta just do it for fun and put it out there for free. If you wet behind the ears like me. But another thing, like you asked, I wish I did kind of was be a little bit more interested in the uh, the business side of the game that they play. That cookie cutter. And I just feel just so disrespected because I look at how a lot of stuff work. A lot of stuff work. You in it before you find out what it is. Well, that I got another blessing in that. I really ain't made no money off none of these shows. I ain't or CDs or nothing. I made some, but not enough to just pay my rent. I always had a job or something like that that fund me to do what I'm doing. So what I got to get was to meet people that's already in the game and people that like you, just talented people around me. If it's acting, if it's comedy, if it's whatever, and just be able to make a real time life like video type of yearbook, so where I can look back at something while just creating memories and then making my fan base real big, to where everybody at least understand me.
I mean, but to me, I feel like your fan base is pretty big. I feel like people tell me all the time, it's bigger than what we know. Because sometimes people are different. They have different ways of expressing themselves and showing their support and love.
Right.
And you just gotta be genuine enough to understand it's gonna come from different aspects. Everybody probably can't always come to all your shows
Exactly.
or buy a ticket
Exactly.
or everybody don't have social media to share your stuff and do stuff like that. But just to put that out in the ear, like, oh, have you heard of Mr. Aggravated Foe? He do this and woo do woo do woo. Just off the GP of you pushing yourself out there like that. And it really does take the effort, you know what I'm saying, and just to say, fuck it, hey, I'm just gonna go and do it anyway, whether they accept me or not. And you'll be surprised how many people actually do accept you and love you or really do have your support in your back like that.
Exactly. And that's why I love and respect a lot of people politics because some people be caught up in and ain't got nobody sharing my shit or ain't nobody supporting or oh man, see man, they rather go support this and that, but it's like it's a whole different game when you expect it. When you expect people to do that,
you're gonna get your feelings hurt.
Exactly. Then you're gonna gravitate to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 30, 500 people that actually mess with you, actually really see themselves in you. They want you to do it with them or not. And a lot of people wanted to get down with my record label for years, which was and I was so honest with them that I was like, you know what? If you wanna be down with the record label, it's like I ain't gonna do nothing but hold you back because I'm trying to figure this shit out. There's so many people that I told that to that exceeded in other lanes in the music game. They came back to me and taught me some shit that elevated my shit. I just, cause you know they said the game to be sold and not told. And I feel it, cause just like I was saying, it gotta be bullshit in some business. It gotta be. But shit, with me, it's like my business is get money from these jobs like Taco Bell, Grandy, how about Taco Casa? Where else I work? Car wash. Just little bullshit money. If I had that money to pay my rent, and I own my equipment, and I knew somebody that could make beats and teach me to make beats and get better at recording and doing levels, it's like I wouldn't switch shit. Because I'm gonna tell you, like I would have got caught up. I understand why a lot of people just don't do it no more. Because if you kind of want somebody else to do everything for you, it kind of break your spirit a little bit because you have an idea of what they're gonna do in your head before they tell you what the bullshit is. You know.
And that's good, folks. Like that whole mentality of that and having that even that understanding, like even listening to you, you knew your place in life, period. Like even when you speaking about you going to school and stuff like that, how you grew up, you playing sports and stuff, like you understood what was for you and what wasn't for you.
Right.
So I think that's why you did get further with who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand who you are.
I'm totally confident right now because it's like I'm honest and I'm gonna go out there and then I ain't gonna be flashing. Like if I had gold chains on or beamer and all that, I'd be kind of hesitant on moving around. But it's like, no, I am genuinely barely making it where I get.
But you're so wealthy.
Yeah, you know, exactly.
You're so wealthy.
And I would rather that. I would
so
rather the wealth.
Yeah.
Because I was one of those kids that kind of really thought about it. If I hit the lotto, I'm one of them niggas that couldn't tell nobody I hit the lotto. If I actually hit that shit, I have to at least wait about 6 months before I even think about what I'm gonna do with it. Like before I even tell myself I hit the lotto. You know, it's like shit. Like say I bought you a ice cream truck, but then I bought Will a Beamer or something. It's like I did you a favor. Let's just use you as an example. But then you be like, gonna buy me this bullshit ass ice cream truck and you gonna buy him a Beamer? It's like, damn, anybody I help.
It don't even matter.
I could have gave that money that I bought the ice cream truck to me.
But that's money. That's what money do to people.
Mm-hmm.
That's how money make people act. And that's what I learned too with my journey in doing this. I never, people would always ask me, just like when I did the mixtape, and they was like, why you giving it out for free? And I'm just like, if you want to pay me, then you.
It's still there. It's there an opportunity.
You can give me a donation and pay me, but do you think that they did? No, they made they statements and saying, well, why are you doing it like this? But you're not even putting effort in to make me feel like I should do that. You know what I'm saying? But I did that from my heart because I was trying to put my message out.
Mm-hmm.
I do music because I'm gifted and I have something to give.
Got that right.
And that's what I'm just giving it. Here you go.
Right.
It's okay. What's gonna cost me is the blessing that you at least listen to my shit, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. I don't even care about no money or nothing like that. Right. I ain't asking you for no money. If you want to give me some money, give me some money.
Give me some money.
Do I need it? Yeah, I appreciate it. But I'm not fit to sit up here and ask you because that wasn't my intention. Mm-hmm. My intention was to give you my word. My intention was to give you what God has given me to give to you. That's it. And if you can't receive it like that, I don't know what else to tell you. But I never was able to turn myself to try to fit the image of what everybody wanted me to fit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, with me, it's different. I'm a woman and coming into the industry.
Yeah.
So they try to change your image and tell you
Yeah.
they want you to be this kind of way or they want you to look this kind of way. And it's like, no. If I didn't got your attention off of just me,
Come on.
why do I got to give you something else?
Exactly.
I'm good.
Exactly.
And I'll take the slow road. I'll take the narrow road. You know what I'm
I
saying?
gravitate to them type of people right there because it's Master P was a very, very, very big influence. Master P was a very big, a good. Shout out to Master P, man, just because
they got him on there, Luther Vandross. Did y'all see that?
huh?
Oh, when you Wikipedia.
When you Googled Luther Vandross, his picture came up.
Master P.
Wikipedia.
He probably got some Luther Vandross sex cereal or something.
You probably did.
Yeah.
That's some kind of rights.
But it was a level of you ever see something that you like, but then everybody around you kind of like, body. That movie was trash. And I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying. You may be talking about quality or you may be looking at Master P as a rapper, but it's like, no, I genuinely like body. You know? I when I first heard Master P, it was the TRU CD, like the old one where they had the red dust in the ground. And my brother that's from Louisiana, he put me on that and a whole lot of other stuff. Because the thing that was different about Austin and Fort Worth and Plano to me was Austin radio station, for black folks, it sucks. I love Austin, but y'all know that radio station wasn't about shit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, since our radio station wasn't about shit, I ain't saying it wasn't about shit all around, but just to the shit I like. I might not be about shit, y'all. I'm just fucking with you. We stay crazy, Austin. I still got that. But they had some really, 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 really good music stores. You know what I'm saying? They had like everything that wasn't on the radio in there. And then people around in the music store that you could meet, they could tell you about, hey man, you heard about this gang society? Hey, you heard about this ESG? Hey, you heard about this South Park Coalition? Hey, you heard about this Point Blank? Hey, you know, everybody know about the Spice Ones and the Too Shorts and all that by now, but it's like certain stuff that your regular, your mainstream stores didn't have that. You know what? They had it out here in Fort Worth too. I just wasn't here. So yeah, let me see. I'm learning as I'm speaking. I didn't learn about his city like that until I actually came out here and actually went to school out here because I was out here looking for that stuff. But I'm talking about K104 and the radio station. They play. They was real good back then, but they play a lot of stuff like. Well, they was actually playing stuff from the neighborhood. But it was.
They was.
Yeah.
They used to play.
You could make a song. Sarah B would have made a track sent to their ass, and then they would have played it. Then everybody would have been on some. Oh, that's good. He called in and rap on the radio. I believe I did that one time. But we seen the game change a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You youngsters would have to do like some research to see what I'm really talking about. But now the game has turned to where I can see going the route that I'm going. I like when people be telling me ain't nobody buying no CDs. I just agree with them. Yeah, you sure right. I just go ahead and agree with them. But it's people that do buy CDs. They don't even play it. They just give me the money to support. They just want to support.
They want collections and stuff like that. And then you still have people who do listen to CDs. They have CD players.
It's
and I found that out. I found that out when I did do the mixtape. Because people was telling me that too. They're like, hey, why you doing it in a CD? I said, I wanted to do a CD. I want a mixtape. I want an old fashioned.
Yeah. I got
they ain't got to listen to it. They can go.
Yeah.
Put it up somewhere. I'm just giving it to them. It don't even matter. But
yeah.
But it's stuff like that. Like you got to, even if you're taking advice from people and stuff like that, because me and you have had conversations where I've learned stuff from you just watching you and just us talking and having conversations. You can take the stuff and you can have your idea and you can still do what you're trying to do. The only way you're gonna know if it's gonna manifest or work out is if you actually do it.
That's
but
it.
If I'm sitting around listening and telling people, nah, ain't nobody gonna. They ain't gonna do that. They not gonna do that. And it's like you probably not gonna do it.
That's it.
You're probably not gonna do it, and that's fine.
And
I
that's
don't
fine.
want your fake nothing.
Right. Hey, I like that.
I don't want your fake nothing.
Hey, y'all heard it soon. He said, they said, I don't want your fake nothing. Keep it.
I'm good on that. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And even with that, you ain't even got to say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine. because I really don't have no expectation for it. I'm not looking for nothing. If a person is drawn to me, they drawn to me. And then I love and I give them all the light and all whatever they need in that moment. But it's not about, you know what I'm saying, really trying to please everybody. You can't please everybody. Yeah. You got to do it your way. And you've been doing it your way.
It was so crazy. There's a lot of people. I got so much support in the beginning. I got so much support in the beginning. Like, and it's like I didn't know. Every job that I worked at, y'all, I can put that out there. So my next job, take notes. Every job I worked at, hey, I'm hustling at that motherfucker. When I say hustling, if somebody come up there and they look like they might be interested in anything I got to sell, if it's an ice towel, shit. If it's a t-shirt, if it's a movie, if it's a verse, if it's a CD, hey, I'm gonna say, okay, when I get to my lunch break, I got you, or I'm gonna have that shit strapped up on me like a time bomb. Oh, here you go. Boom, boom, boom. Just because most of my jobs had customers that come to them. For instance, Grandy's. I worked at drive-through. I was happy to see customers because most of the time your problem be the motherfuckers you be working with. Come in with a bad mood and shit, and you come in, I come in. That's why I was never a manager. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to count your register, and then I'm here for something else. I'm here just to get my money and get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? But I know we got real human beings come through here. If you come to that motherfucker with that face right there, like, it's like, man, make her play right. I'm checking that shit like, come on out there, you got to throw at least about 15 more ears of corn in that plate, cause shit, hey, y'all shorting. Hey, scoop that shit to where, or even Taco Bell. Hey, Shakrona, you know about this shit. Shakrona, hey, you know about this shit. This is fucking hilarious. You gonna laugh. But a customer, I was like the customer service king up there. So you know, I want to be everybody's friend. I want to be. I mean, at least the first and the last time you see me, I want to be a good time if I'm at work or wherever in life. So if you come to my counter like this, if I order that taco, is it gonna look like that picture? I'm like, oh, you want to talk to the manager? Hold on, real quick. And I go back there. I go get Shakrona. It's a guy there that want to talk to you. You want to make sure that his taco look like the picture. She be like, why you call me? I'm like, because you the one that can make it happen or be the last of the say so of why his shit gonna be little. Cause Taco Bell got this fork. That bitch is like a pick fork. Look, it's like a fork with it's like two forks on the side. And you scoop that meat up and all that meat fall out the side. Bye. That's all you get. If you get a side of meat, look, wow, you get like a little, you know. So I know what the customer mean, and I know what not Shakrona, I know what Taco Bell is on. But it's like I gotta give them the truth because it's a line behind them. They don't give a fuck if their taco look like that or not. They already know they're just gonna go ahead and get it. So yeah, with that being said, it's like I just made sure I stick to the script because I could have got my ass whooping type shit like that. Oh, just messing with somebody's food. You know what I'm saying? I don't want had a boyfriend steal a credit card one time. Talk about, but it's at my register. It's at my register. They come in, they order some shit. The lady leave a credit card. So they drive off, and as soon as I find out they left their credit card, I'm hopping out the drive-through window, running up the street. I seen her drive through the stoplight like, damn. So at least I kind of tried to give it to her. So I run back, come back in, and then I give the credit card to the manager at the time that's there. Then go back to it. I promise you, it couldn't have been like maybe a day later or later that day. Matter of fact, it was later that day. Later that day, see, I used to walk from Camp Bowie and the traffic circle where the Grandy's used to be. It's the Murphy's now. I used to walk from there to over there, kind of by Ridgemont Mall in them apartments over there. So I used to make sure that I get the early shift so I could go to work early, get that out the way, and come home. So I walk all the way home, and then my manager called me, JD. I'm like, what's up? This lady said you got a credit card, man. Come back up here. And I'm like, no, I don't have a credit card. I gave it to such a sister that I gave it to that was the manager at the time. Much love, baby. So anyway, I was like, I gave it to her. Well, no, she said she don't have it and she don't know what. I was like, oh, I'm coming without no pay or nothing. But before I walked up there, I said, hey, no. I gave her a credit card. Y'all can look at me. Y'all can look at me on the camera and see that I gave her the credit card. And then on top of that, I'm not finna walk my black ass back up there to be Johnny Cochran. You gonna have to pay some extra for that. Or get Johnny Cochran for that. You know what I'm saying? But then it was like, oh no, man, something that she's up here now. And she said that she gave it to you. Talking about the lady. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, with that being said, let me walk my ass back up there. I walk back up there. And then the lady, she crying. I could tell she crying. I walk in that mother like, she's like, yeah, you got it. I said, yeah. And I let her know, just look at her like, yeah, I know you gave me your credit card. I got it. Right. So look, me, because he a manager going through the shit. Right. So I'm like, first off, you ain't paying motherfucker to come back up here. Second off, your dumb ass called me to come back up here. And then third off, it's like, now you with the bullshit on my time. Right. So I just walked right past that motherfucker and went right in there and went to the chick that I gave the card to. And then she in there acting with her life. She in there like, I don't know, she said. She saying that she left you the credit card, and I'm looking at her like, oh, that's what you doing.
The one you gave the card to.
She bold. She didn't give a damn. She in there, she still there with the lady. In fact, Jose like, oh, I'll go back and play the tape. So she let the lady come back there to look at the videotape. The chick that I gave the card to, her titties big in the motherfucker, all on my back while I'm looking at the screen, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, it's me. The chick who credit card got stolen and used at a gas station, 2 different spots in the mall. It's 2 different gas stations. Already, by the time I went back to work, so my alibi was already good. Once I found out that they spent that credit card, I was like, oh. I'm like, shit, okay, woo. That knocked me out the box, my alibi out of there. So, we looking at the screen. The chick got her titties on my back. And the other chick she's just looking. It's just me, her in there. We see her come by. We see her give me the credit card. I try to give her the credit card back and she gone. I hop out the window on the camera. I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, that's me. That's it. I said, yeah, see, this is where I hop there. The titties still on my back. Hey, see, this is hey, see, this is where this is where you gave me the credit card. Right. See, this is where I hop out the window. Boom. You show me hop out the window. It showed me run out. It showed me getting it showed me kind of come back. And then it showed me give the credit card to the chick with the titties on my back. Then it showed her get the card, look at it, then she put it in the register, then she walk out. So then we're sitting there looking, so she's like, oh, so there the card is right there. And I'm like, yeah. Look, keep on licking, we keep licking. She come back in there, she look at the card again. That's when I heard that music playing, that in my mind, I'm like, okay. So then she look at it again, she walk out. And then like her boyfriend or her brother or something that came in there. Then she went in there and she got the card and she was looking at it. Then she put it in the same big titty that was on my back. Got up, walked there, kind of was over there talking to him, but you didn't actually see her give the card, but you can see.
There she is.
Yeah. And then right when I seen that, I was like, well, it looked like my job done here. And so I walked up out of there. While I was walking up out of there, I shrugged the titties up her back. And then I saw her walk. She was like, what happened? That's what the shit happened. I was like, oh, shit, they're gonna have to get Johnny Cochran on this one or something. Cause I didn't, so I just started walking out right when I walked out the building. Cause I'm walking home now, I ain't talking to nobody. I told the lady, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, And then I just walked out and left them two in the office. I walked out. The manager that called me to come back up there, he went up, JD, where are you going? Since the customer wasn't out there, since the chick that he wasn't out there, I looked at him like, y'all motherfuckers gonna have to get Johnny Cochran to handle that shit if you can't see what the fuck on that camera. And then I walked the fuck off. Funny shit. And guess what? This the funniest part ever. I came back to work the next day. Guess who was managing that motherfucker the very next day?
Oh, you saying it?
Kitty.
No.
Then that's what you said to me then. Man, they talk about I'm gonna have to find me another job. That's when I just learned, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause she cool, the one that stole it, she cool to me. You know, she ain't never did nothing to me personally. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, look,
cool,
it's a conflict. It's a conflict of interest there.
Right.
You know?
She still, but she cool.
Exactly, yeah.
She cool though. You watch your shit.
For life. You know?
Watch your shit now. Don't leave nothing, my nigga.
Yeah, so yeah, with that being said, you know, I had to kind of watch out. I never wanted to be a manager after that. I never wanted to count nobody register. You know what I'm saying? I never wanted to be in Jose's position or her position. So it was like.
Because at the end of the day, it's going to still fall on your way.
Yeah.
I didn't like this stuff either. I want to try to. They had me at one time when I was working at Orchard. They wanted to make me a manager. I was good work.
Yeah.
And I'm a good customer service person too, because I don't believe in being like these people ain't did nothing to you, whether they having a bad day or not. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, no. And I waited. She let me go on vacation for like a week. And she's like, so when you come back after your vacation, we're going to start training you and put you in a position to manager. I said, okay.
Yeah.
She didn't even know. I didn't even come back.
You didn't come back? Hell no.
I had another job.
You mind if I tell a Taco Bell story that involves you?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, brother.
All right. So back in like 2009.
Yeah.
2008 or 2009. That would have been about the time you were working at that Taco Bell.
Yeah, it was. That's it.
A buddy of mine bought a DVD off you while you were working at Taco Bell. I don't know if you sold it to him at the drive-thru or
most likely
over the counter.
Either way, yeah.
But my buddy Justin hollers at me. He's like, "Hey man, JD just dropped a new movie, and you're in it somewhat." And that was that time that I was real young. I was a teenager back then, and I went and tagged on one of the restroom doors.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know exactly
and
what
you're
you're
in the
talking
movie
about.
scrubbing it.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
smiling hard in the
man.
motherfucking night.
Like, damn it, man.
Acting busy, acting like I gave it down back.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that was me that wrote that. And,
the Taquito Man. I made a movie at Taco Bell.
It was Taquito Man. Yeah, you sold my homeboy a Taquito Man DVD. And then he was like, hey, man, you're in that movie.
See that? Yeah. See, he was somewhat in it. His artwork was in there.
What inspired you anyway to do like The Killer? What inspired you to do it?
Oh, The Killer, man. That's a long story. Because see what happened? If you notice, like when I was making the last movies and stuff, I keep on showing y'all clips of the movie while I'm making it. I'll never let y'all just get to enjoy seeing it the first time and being surprised about shit I do, because y'all my friends. Right. And so when I was making The Killer, that was supposed to be like Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Hood. It was supposed to be like 3 different little short stories wrapped up in one long story, which would make 4 stories. One of them was gonna be about this fine-ass chick with this one dude. They end up getting a car accident, and they loving each other before she get in the accident or whatever. But then the accident fuck her face up real bad to where, you know, she let him know, like, hey, if you don't want to be with me now because of how fucked up I look from this car accident, you might as well just go ahead and let me go. I love you enough to let you go. And then he like, no, baby, I'm gonna be with you forever. You're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You're out, you know. But then after that, time go by, let the years go by, this nigga end up like cheating on her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And not talking shit about her or nothing, but like just doing something that went against what he said. And then I'm gonna have her end up like fucking him up like for real. Damn near killing him on him to be one horror movie. The other horror movie inside that movie was gonna be about a rap group. Say it's like 4 dudes rapping with each other, and one of the dudes end up killing one of the other dudes on some spontaneous shit. Like it didn't have to happen, but it was just in a situation to where one of the dudes had to end up killing the other dude inside the group, and the other group members don't know about him killing them. So it was gonna be like inside that story, it was gonna be like the music that plays when they play the music with the dude that died on there. Everybody heard what they recorded, but the dude that killed him heard when that dude that he killed started rapping in his own head. He heard that motherfucker rapping and rhyming the truth about what the fuck he did and how he gonna come back or how it was just so wrong for him to do that, which to kind of give a real scary feel to the crowd that's watching it. They be like, oh, like we'll know, the people watching it will know, and then it's gonna come up to just a build up to where at the end, one of the rappers end up killing the other dude, and just that'll be the end of that one. The third one was the killer. You know what I'm saying? And that was gonna just be about some possessive marijuana. So just like I said, shit, go back to the grade. Let me paint my face like Eddie Murphy now be doing and be a character. So I came up with Leroy. That on the camera, and I was nigga rigging from 2 VCRs. I had one VCR here, one VCR here. I had a tape recorder right here with the audio. I was already making beats on my keyboard and stuff. I was meeting people like GQ Single. That's where that Roll With It song come from. Everybody know about. Roll With It. Roll With It. Yeah, old boy, he came in from when I was working at Warehouse Music at the time. You know, he came up there and made sure that I made sure that I was like, hey man, this you? He like, yeah. Can I use this for a movie? He like, man, hell yeah, I got a couple more. So Roll With It, Gotta Keep On, and another song that he gave, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Samuel Bell, GQ Single, man. You a legend out here. They know about you everywhere I go. They know me, they know you. So I started, when I got rich, man, I gotta get these people.
And he was really like had the full blown role.
Oh
in the movie.
It was
R.I.P.
R.I.P. He was the closest I could get to like Sugar Man. It was already dead at the time. The hamburger pimp from the Dolomite movies. He lived in Como, y'all. Before he passed away, man. R.I.P. Hamburger Pimp. You know what I'm saying? He lived out here, so before I actually did The Killer, he used to be driving his tractor up and down the side street, Boring, passing Goodman all the time. To where every time I seen him, I was like, hey man, say, I gotta get you on the movie, man. I don't know how much it's gonna run me, but I at least want to get you a walkthrough or something. I want to do something with you. So I waited too long. He passed away. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I gotta do this shit myself. If not, I can't blame nobody for me not getting him on there. It's like.
So how old was you when you did it?
When I did that, when I actually did that, it actually really came out in 2001. So I actually really started recording that shit. It had to be maybe 98, 99, maybe 99. I graduated in 98, so I would like to say anywhere between like 99 and 2000 when I really started recording. But see, when I started recording it, I took it over to Rock Baller Studios. Shout out to them, big inspiration. Rock Baller, Roddy Rock, goddamn me, G Nolly, you know what I'm saying?
G Nolly, Uncle J.
Say. They had a real studio on the traffic circle.
They sure did.
A lot of inspiration there. You know, you can have a fucked up day and pull up over there with a good $30.
They had a lot of.
Daryl Rowe.
Yeah, they was really G Nolly. You know, was like one of the first ones too with the music.
Yes, sir.
Like
yes, sir.
And like production, like
the real deal.
Yeah. I went and recorded my first song with G Nolly. I redid I'm in love with a stripper, but I did I'm in love with a tipper from the stripper point of view. And we trying to find it because you know, guess my mama sung the chorus for me.
Oh, shout out to her mama. Ooh.
Yeah, Mama Peaches. Hey, baby.
Shout out to Bo in Como. It felt like Bad Boy in Como. It felt like Swab House in Como. You know, and when you got your hood, it's a powerful thing. It's a lot of people that really inspire each other. Shout out to K9. Look, I'm right with you. Y'all know I don't drink out there, so but hey, it's a celebration. And let me know if I run my mouth too much. Y'all can stop me
We
anytime.
good. Y'all, we good. We good.
So I took the video that I nigga rigged up there before the movie was done, just putting it together. And Roddy Rock was letting me know about Walter J. Archie, aka Tahiti. Shout out to him. Shout out to him, because when it comes down to this filmmaking and shooting, we think they make the shit look so good and so easy that we think it's easy. That shit take time, focus, and everything. And Tahiti had kids at the time, and that was probably a couple months or years before his mama started getting sick. But I just gotta let you know, the more I live my life, Walter, the more I really, really, really appreciate what you did. You know what I'm saying? Just because you didn't have to do it. So with that being said, I know I skipped over some shit, but I was taking what I recorded to the studio and I played what I recorded. And they'll see like the scenes that I made, where I done put the scene together, I chopped it up exactly how I want to present it. And then I put the music in and the sound effects in my head. And it looked like some old Dolomite shit. But Roddy Rock, when I see Roddy Rock laughing at my shit, I'm like, oh no, wait.
Right.
That's when my head started getting a little bit like, wait, no. Roddy Rock kind of like this shit.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if don't nobody like it. If Roddy Rock fuck with it, Roddy Rock was showing it off, and he was explaining to me like, man, you need to get, bro, you can make a good movie, man. Like, man, it's just your quality, man. So you need to holler at the guy that did the Rock Baller documentary. You need to holler at these. So he ended up with Walter. So well, of course Walter came to me. He was like, hey JD, say man, we gotta make that movie, man. I'm like, we can. But I already started this movie, and I just to be honest, your quality is so good, I really can't afford your ass. I could barely afford my apartment, so I was just being honest back then. Like I can't really afford that. I'm working on it, but I said we could do another movie or whatever movie you want, I could do that. But then he just kept on coming to me. Now we got to do yours. That brother gave me rides everywhere. I didn't know nothing about the Como Motel that was way the hell over there by Plano, exactly where I used to live. He gave me a whole lot of good ideas to use the hotel. The stripper scene on there that looked like I'm really doing what it looked like I'm doing on there with that fake mannequin head and wig. I didn't see that scene until he finished chopping it down. Even though we had old girl, we had an obvious other hand come from the other side to push the head in there. He had that camera so close to that pillow and that jacket that I had on, and I was shaking that pillow, talking about a two-piece. He actually told me, he was like, JD, he's like, hey man, you can actually get naked in the sex scene. And I'm trying to explain to the nigga, my grandmama Ada finna be looking at this movie.
You an old school where it go to the stars. So.
Well, I'm telling you, when I seen it the first time, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, that shit look real to me. I was like, damn, baby, you gonna be explaining this scene for the rest of your life.
Right.
But it was worth it because it balanced out.
Right.
It looked real.
Right.
It was it didn't drag on too long, and it went right fast. So he showed me a real lot about editing. He'll take me to his house and show me how to chop stuff down on programs I couldn't afford at the time. So shout out to you, Walter. Tahiti, y'all already know. He also did rap and everything else. So you know, cartoons, trap. He responsible for like stuff like Trap House the Show. That whole movie Rims. That's the movie that I got on his movie. That's why the killer is so different from Rims. Like the lines that he actually had lines. He had readings. He actually had. Walter, you my college brother. You was my special ed college. I'm cool. Shout out to Walter for that. They still doing stuff. So I met a lot of people through him too. So yeah, I did that movie right there. And after we did Rims, I wanted my own shit. I had to have my own shit. Why? Because I started out doing that shit. Look at that nigga, you got a necklace on? I'm sorry.
It looks like it's nothing, but it's all good. But anyways, we're about to wind down.
I get it.
JD, I love you.
Love you too.
Man, I appreciate you so much for coming down around and always been supportive. And you always been.
Got to.
You really don't know how much I admire you and look up to you, and how much I've been motivated. A lot of things that I've done with my journey and stuff has been motivated and inspired by you. So I appreciate you and thank you so much, and we'll always have your back no matter what.
Always. Phone always open too.
It did. I want to, do you want to make any shout outs before we go?
Hey, say, shout out to Lake Como, Texas. Shout out to Austin, Texas, Dove Springs. Shout out to the H-Town, South Palm Coalition. Hey, Swish House, Screwed Up Click. Shout out to Edward Sargent and flew a nigga out there to DC. Shout out to Blaze Norris on the 5 a.m. Club. Shout out to the Craig Facts, 5150 Corey Hopel. You know Marcus. Shout out to every goddamn body. I go to Como. Shout out to Brian Nolly. Shout out to G Nolly. Hey, you already know. What up, Tanaffy? Hey, Goodmanel. Hey, y'all go check out that new GMA leg. Hey, Max Profit, got him on deck. I could go on for years. Hey, but y'all tap into my page. Right now, 3 months out, 3 months out. Hey, so minor setback for a major comeback. We love y'all.
We already done. Appreciate y'all. I'm so happy that y'all tuned in with us today. If you didn't just catch the show, we appreciate you. We love you, and we will see y'all soon. Thanks, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. Bye, y'all.
What's on?
It's good.
Yeah.
I love it. Woo! Fuck you, mean. Fuck you, mean. I felt like I was on